Hello students, today we are going to be learning the associative property of addition and multiplication and why the associative property does not hold good for subtraction and division. Associative property for addition. The rule states that x plus y in brackets plus z is equal to x plus y plus z in brackets. Associative property only holds good for 3 or more terms, and associative property is mainly used to make your calculation simpler. So let's say we have 3 terms, 5, 10 and 4. We know that the sum is 19, but there are 2 ways in which we can add them. The first way, where we group 5 and 10 together and then add 4 to it. So that is 15 plus 4, that's equal to 19. Or the second way, where we group 10 and 4 together and then add 5 to it. So 5 plus 14 is equal to 19. And yes, in both cases, the sum is the same. And this is basically known as associative property of addition. The first example, it says to find the sum of the 3 numbers 2, 3, 4, 197 and 103. Now, the easiest way to calculate this is by grouping 197 and 103. If we group them and add them, then we'll end up with 234 plus 300. That's equal to 534. And we got this answer so easily and so fast since we had 2 zeros in the end and 34 would just be written as it is. And then we only had to add 3 and 2 together in order to get the last digit. And if we had grouped 2, 3, 4 and 197, then we had to go through a long process of calculation, which was not required for such an easy question. The next question, 14 plus 17 plus 6. And they asked us to find the 2 ways in which we can find this. The first way is by grouping 17 and 6 together. That will give you 14 plus 23. That's equal to 37. Or the second way, where we group 4 plus 6, which is the most easiest method, plus 17. As we know, 14 plus 6 is going to give us 20 plus 17. That's equal to 37. Now the associative property for multiplication. The rule states that x into y in brackets into z is equal to x into y into z in brackets. So again, we'll take 3 terms, 5, 3 and 2. We know that the product is 30. But now there are again 2 ways of multiplying them. The one way we can multiply 5 and 3 together in brackets and then multiply by 2. So we'll have 15 into 2, that's equal to 30. Or the other way, where we multiply 3 and 2 first and then multiply it with 5. So that's 5 into 6, that's equal to 30 again. So the products are again the same. And so this is the associative property for multiplication. So this is another question. They have told us to find the value of 12 into 35. Now, I told you that associative property is mainly used to make us calculations more simple, and that it can be only used with 3 or more terms. So over here, we only have 2 terms, 12 and 35. So in order to make this simple, we can split 12 into 6 into 2, correct? And then into 35. And now we can group 2 and 35. That'll give us 6 into 70. And then that's equal to 7 6 are 42. That's going to give us 420, right? And this is going to be the most easiest way of finding out this answer. The next one, 8 into 1769 into 125. We can again group this by multiplying 8 into 125 and then multiply that into 1769. So 8 into 125 will give us 1000 and then multiply that by 1769. That's only going to give us 1769 followed by 3 zeros. So this made our calculation more simple and more faster. Now the associative property for subtraction and why it does not hold good for subtraction. Let's take 3 numbers, 1, 2 and 3. And let's equate them to some value. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2 and 3 is equal to C. So we're going to write them like all the other rules, A minus B minus C. In one way, we can group A and B. And in the second way, we can group B and C, right? So now let's try and actually solve them by substituting the values. 1 minus 2 minus 3. The first way says that we'll group A and B together. So if we group these two together, we have to use the BODMAS rule. So BODMAS clearly states that the brackets should be solved first, and then we should go on to the subtraction, that is minus 3 over here. So first we have to solve the bracket. So 1 minus 2 will give us minus 1, and then minus 1 minus 3, that's equal to minus 4. So yeah, your first answer is minus 4. But if we do the second method, 1 minus 2 minus 3, where we group B and C together, then we'll get 1 minus minus 1. That's equal to, if we open the brackets, then we'll end up with 1 plus 1. That's equal to 2. So minus 4 and 2 are not equal. So that's why it does not hold good for subtraction. So the final value will not always be the same. There are some cases where the answer might be the same, but not all the cases. So that's why it does not hold good for subtraction. Now, why associative property does not hold good for division? Let's take the examples like last time: A equal to 1, B equal to 2, and C equal to 3. So there are two ways in which you can write this: A divided by B divided by C, and we group the terms A and B, or the second way where we group the terms B and C. Let's take the first way, A divided by B divided by C. Now let's try and solve it. So by substituting the values of A and B, we get 1 by 2, then divided that by 3. So that's equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. That's equal to 1 by 6. So by using the first way, we have got 1 by 6. Let's try using the second way. So A divided by B divided by C, and we group the terms B and C. Now 1 divided by 2 by 3, that's equal to 3 by 2. So in the first method, we have got 1 by 6, and in the second method, we have got 3 by 2. So obviously 1 by 6 is not equal to 3 by 2, and hence associative property does not hold good for division. Thank you for watching, and if you have made it this far, please, if you have any doubts or any queries, please feel free to comment them in the comment section below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.